Okay, so we are doing the math 102, and then it's a problem number 6 on the note. So problem number 6 is about, so you got find the equation of a line containing. Okay, here's the thing. So we have 2 points, 1/2, then negative 2/3, and then we have negative 3/4, 1/6. Okay? Okay, so the question is find the equation of a line containing these 2 points. So the first thing you want to do is calculate the slope. So you're going to call this point number 1 and this point number 2, and then you end up to have a 1/6 minus negative 2/3 over negative 3/4, and you will see that I'm using my parentheses every time I'm dealing with a negative number, minus 1/2. On the top I get 1/6 plus 2/3, and on the bottom I end up to have negative 3/4 minus 1/2. So what I want to do now, it's very simple. I'm going to write on the side 1/6 plus 2/3. I don't have the same denominator, so the first thing I want to do is calculate the LCD. To calculate the LCD, I'm going to write each denominator on the side, completely factorize each denominator, 2 multiplied by 3 and 3, and the LCD is the multiplication of each factor with the highest power. Factor 2, power 1, okay, factor 3, power 1, factor 3, power 1, so 2 multiplied by 3 is my LCD. Therefore, I need to multiply by 2 this denominator to make this denominator looking like my LCD. So now I end up to have this fraction equal to 1/6 plus 4/6. And the answer is going to be 5/6. Okay? If I do the same thing for the bottom, I end up to have negative 3/4 minus 1/2. Very quickly, 4, 2 square, 2. The LCD is the multiplication of each factor with the highest power. Factor 2 square, factor 2 to the 1, it's 2 square. Therefore, I end up to have negative 3/4 minus 2/4, which is going to be negative 5/4. We good? So my slope right now, obviously, it's going to be 5/6 over negative 5/4. We good? Okay, so now that's done. I'm going to rewrite the first fraction and convert my main fraction. Let me use another color because I'm going to use the red one. I'm going to convert this fraction into a multiplication, and for that I'm going to flip my second fraction, which is going to be negative 4/5. That done, I can see that I can, because I have a multiplication in between, because it's a multiplication, I can divide out the 5 and I end up to have a slope equal to negative 4/5. So the line that I'm looking for is basically y equal negative 4/5. You with me? Multiplied by x plus b. So the big idea is once I have the slope, I need to find b. You with me? Okay. So how to find b? Well, what I like to do is remember that this line is going through the 2 points, 1/2, negative 2/3, and negative 3/4, 1/6. What does that mean? That means that the line we have right here will be, the point will be on this line. And if these points are on this line, each of these 2 points will check this equation. So I can use one of these 2 points, no matter which one I'm going to use, to find the value of b. So if I take the first point, which is 1/2, negative 2/3, okay, why? Because I'm going to use this one because 2 and 3 are very low denominator. Maybe it's going to be easier to deal with when I'm going to manipulate my fractions. And so I end up to have negative 2/3. So I'm going to use the point 1, 2, negative 2/3. And because y is right here and x is right there, I'm going to have negative 2/3 equal 4/5 multiplied by 1/2 plus b. I continue to develop and try to find b by itself. So I got negative 2/3 equal I can simplify the 4 and the 2. So, and I got negative 2 multiplied by 1, it's still negative 2 over 5 plus b. Because I'm looking for b, I need to get rid of the negative 2 over 5. So, therefore, I'm going to add 2 over 5, and I'm going to add 2 over 5 right here. You following? And so now, easily this disappears. B is standing by itself. And on this side, I got negative 2/3 plus 2/5. So if I want to be, I'm used to have this equation written on the other way. So 2/5 minus 2/3, why not? I don't have the same denominator, so I'm looking for the LCD. If I'm looking for the LCD 5, it's going to be 5, completely factor in, oh, dang it. Completely factorized into prime, then I'm going to have 3 completely factorized into prime, so my LCD is going to be multiplication of each factor, in this case, pretty easy, 3 by 5. Therefore, that means that B is going to be 2/5, and I will have to multiply by 3 top and bottom, minus 2/3, and I will have to multiply top and bottom by 5. You with me? Now, I can easily have B equals 6 over 15 minus 10 over 15. And it's going to be negative 4 over 15. I cannot simplify this fraction, so my equation is going to be y equal, what did I find previously? Negative 4 over 5, x, negative 4 over 5, x, plus b. b equal this, so plus negative 4 over 15. And if I want to change this plus and minus right here, negative 4, I'm going to change that into a subtraction and having 4 over 5x minus 4 over 15. Okay? That's it. And what I did right here for a fraction, which is a little bit more complicated, it's always the same thing. I do not use usually the formula you have in your book. At some point you have a formula. I don't want to use that. Because basically what I need to remember is how to calculate the slope and how to substitute the value of x on one of the 2 points who are on my line. Are we good? So, on the problem number 1, you have y equal 1 over 4x plus 1 over 2, and they ask you to write this into the standard form. The standard form is ax plus by equal c. So basically it's having x and y on the same side. Okay. So in order to get rid of the x on this right side, you're going to subtract by 1 over 4x. You're going to subtract by 1 over 4x both sides. By doing so, the 1 over 4x disappear, and now you have easily the answer, which is negative 1 over 4x plus y equal plus 1 over 2. That's it.
Yeah, I felt slow for a little bit.
Okay.
Thank you.
What you need to remember on number 2, which is the same thing on number 1, you got a y. What is that?
I had to write it down. Y equals.
Who wrote that?
I did.
You did. Okay.
Yeah, because it didn't turn out. Whenever
okay. So y equal negative 2 over 5x plus 3/4. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you, is be careful the way you're writing your fraction. You have wrote something like this.
Okay.
That, for me, means this.
Okay.
So I would advise you when you write a fraction to never to do the fraction this way, always do your fraction this way. Because that is a source of being confused. Second of all, the general form is ax plus by equals c. So it's just a question of having x and y on the same side. So therefore, what you are going to do is you are going to add 2 over 5. What did I do? Oops. Home, draw, there we go. You are going to do is add 2 over 5 both sides of your equation. And why do you add 2 over 5 both sides of your equation? Because when you're adding 2 over 5 both sides, you get rid of on this side negative 2 over 5. And therefore, you end up to have now a 2 over 5x plus y equal 3/4. Does it make sense? Oops. All right, so problem number one on the book. Obviously, it's on a section 1.4. So you have a slope which is equal to 2. And you know that that line is also going through the point 1, 3. Basically, what they are telling you to do is very simple. They are telling you, write the equation of this line. Well, you know that the line has a slope equal to. Right away, you can say y equal 2x plus b. And because you know that the line is going through the point, that means this point is on a line, that means the point is checking the equation. So you are going to use the coordinate x and y and substitute the coordinate x and y inside your equation to find b. You end up to have 3 equal 2 multiplied by 1 plus b. So 3 equal 2 plus b. You subtract 2 both sides because you are looking for b. And you end up to have b equal 1. And now you can say, oh, okay, b equal 1. That means y equal 2x plus b equal plus 1, so plus 1. And then you have your equation. Number 6. Okay, so I'm going to do problem number 6 on your note. Problem number 6 on the note. So, what do we have? We have an equation of a line which is 6x minus 8y equal 24. And we know that, so find the equation of a line parallel to the line. So that's the line number, we call that the line number 1. And we know that this line number 1 is parallel to another line, number 2, that we don't know. Obviously, if we don't know this line, I'm going to call that y equal m2x plus b2, y2 because line number 2. Okay? Now I know that my line number 2 is going through the line, is going through the point. This line number 2 is going through the point 3, negative 2. Okay? So what I'm going to do is very simple. First of all, because my line number 1 is parallel to my line number 2, that means that the slope number 1 is equal to the slope number 2. How to find the slope number 1? Well, I have the equation of the line. The equation of the line is 6x minus 8y equal 24. So to find m1, I need to transform that into a y equal m1x plus b1. So basically, I need to transform that into y standing by itself. So for that, I'm going to rewrite the equation. 6x minus 8y equal 24. I'm going to subtract 6x both sides because I'm looking for having y standing by itself. I end up to have negative 8y equals 6x plus 24. Stop to write and look at that. You will be able to finish that. It's going to send by video. Then I'm going to divide by negative 8, divide by negative 8, divide by negative 8. You with me? Now y is standing by itself. 1 second. So I'm going to have 6x over negative 8 plus 24 divided by negative 8. That is negative 3. Now I can simplify 6 divided by negative 8. 6 divided by negative 6 over 8. If I divide by 2, it's going to be negative 3 over 4. So y equal negative 3 over 4x plus negative 3. Now I got m1. m1 equal negative 3 over 4. You with me? So that means that y equal negative 3 over 4x plus b2. That is the equation of my line number 2. The only thing I need to find out is b2. How to find b2? But I know that that line, you with me? m1 equal that, so that means we having m2 because they are parallel. So this is why my line number 2 is this. And now, because my line is going through the point 9, 7, well, I'm going to say 7 equal negative 3/4 multiplied by 9 plus b2.